Hello, sweet friends, and welcome to Stellarjstudios. I am Gina, and I am so happy you are here with me today. Let's talk about storytelling and how to start a story. I read all of your comments that you guys put in my previous videos, and I am so thrilled with the feedback you gave me. Trust me, I am poring over those words that you have written. I am taking every single thing you have said to heart, and I'm devising a plan. I'm devising a plan for me, but I'm also wanting to include you guys. I am so ready to embark on this next journey in my life. I am so ready to spend my time doing what I truly am passionate about, which is creating and getting other creatives, other artists excited about creating and removing the fear, because, well, fear runs my life. And unfortunately, it has run my life for the better part of 50 years. I didn't realize just how much fear plays a role in our lives. But it does. And I've just come to this realization, within the last decade or two. And so art for me, creating for me, has become a way to face that fear and to figure out how I'm going to face fear outside of my little room in the basement of my house where I create. So one of the things I saw you guys posted multiple times is that fear of a blank page. How do you start? How do you start whatever it is you're going to create, whether it's a journal page or you're going to do something on a canvas, or you're doing something in a mini book or an altered book, or you're creating, maybe you're working on altering a box or a piece of furniture. Oh gosh, even fabric. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, there's so many things. I love all the things. So how do you start? How do you start telling that story? Well, if you noticed at the beginning of this video, I started with a board that already had stuff on it. Like, it had story after story after story on it that I had started and abandoned and came back to. And each time I would cover over a previous story. And now that there's layers and layers and layers of stories, I can kind of start to see what I want this story to say. So if you saw, I had that purple pastel, which was yummy. I wanted that to be part of the story because I liked the way that it spoke to the white that I had in the background. And then I wanted to add this blue and this white paint, and I wanted that to be part of the story. And then I wanted to push it around with a palette knife and see what that would do in this story. So how do I, Gina Johnson, how do I get over the fear of starting that story? Well, here's my trick. I do not like blank pages. I can't. A white page, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I am terrified of a blank page, of a brand new journal, of something store-bought that I paid money for, and it's got these crisp, clean white pages, or a brand new canvas. That freaks me out. So what I have done, and it's taken me a long time to figure out why I do this, but what I have done, and you actually just saw me doing that off to the left side, is I will take anything that is excess, like any excess paint, or if I have a chalk pastel sitting out, or if I have ink or something sitting out, and I'm done using it on whatever piece I'm on right at that time, I will take the leftovers and I will just slap it down on a blank page or a blank board or a random piece of paper. So I've always thought that I was like, I'm a reincarnated person from the 1920s and 30s, the Great Depression, and I'm very, very frugal and very, very thrifty. And part of that I know I came by honestly, even if I wasn't reincarnated, but I do believe I was. I come by that honestly because of my grandparents, and my paternal grandmother was very frugal and thrifty. She reused everything. She was also a very secretive artist, and well, we'll talk about that at another time. But I just can't ever get rid of something that if I think it has a use or it might still have value, I always want to hang on to it. Now, some people would say that is a hoarder tendency, and I do have to watch myself because I will collect a lot of things. And thank goodness I married someone who is the complete opposite, and he keeps me in check. But I love finding that blank page, that open space, that place where the story is waiting to be told, and going ahead and just slapping down the excess, the stuff I don't need at that point, and then leaving it alone. Not even thinking about it, not even going back to it until I'm looking to start a new story. And I'll open up a journal page and I'll be like, oh, look at those purple marks I put on that page. That's a great place to start a new story. And it's almost as if those random marks, and sometimes they're mistakes. They're paint that accidentally got on another page, or paint that accidentally got on a piece of paper that was laying on my desk. Sometimes those random mistakes or marks, I look at them as story starters. They're already there on the page, starting a story that has yet to be written. Now, I know you're freaking out thinking, okay, what in the world is she doing on this video? Okay, remember we're talking about fear here. So in addition to fear of starting a piece, there's also fear of when to stop, or have I gone too far, or have I not gone far enough? What if I mess it up? So look what I'm doing here. I'm totally taking all that stuff that when I'm watching the video over again, I'm like, oh my God, that was beautiful. I should have maybe stopped there. But something made me keep going. Something told me there was more story to be told, more story to be revealed. And look, I'm back to a blank white piece. And then I'm going to put on these random marks and I'm going to be like, okay, let's start a new story. Let's see what happens here. Now, have I always been like this? Oh my goodness, no. This has taken me a long time to get to this place where I'm not scared, I'm not fearful of messing up. And this is how I know I'm in the zone, or how I'm developing, how I'm gaining confidence as a creator, as an artist, as a creative, is that I push past what I think is, oh my gosh, it's perfect, I need to stop here. I push past it and I'm like, okay, let's see what happens next. Is it scary? Yeah. But does it build my confidence? Yeah, it does. And I have to go into it with the mindset of, I'm not looking for a perfect story. I'm just looking for a story. So I hope this, this whole rambling has maybe given you a little inspiration, a little confidence. Why don't you go out and see if you can find a story that's already been started, and then see where it takes you. All right, my sweet friends, that's it for this video. I hope you are happy. I hope you are healthy, and I hope you go out and do something creative today and try to grapple with that fear and see if you can find a story that's maybe just kind of waiting to be told. Until next time, bye-bye.